Hi, I'm Melvin Nicholas. Study in Ireland. It's not an easy ride. Unfortunately, there are a lot of exams that I failed. I have to end my degree in Ireland. I have to come back to Malaysia. I enroll myself in Quest. A lot of support. My family, my lecturers, my mentors, my friends. And now I'm officially a doctor. Dr. Amajid, I would like to start. I remember that one moment during my preclinical years, I think it was in year 2016. I saw this very cool, very quiet man sitting at our FOM's lobby, wearing his signature bow tie. So I thought, this is interesting, but I didn't know who he is, and I don't know that all the reputation that he actually carried. Only when I come into clinical years, and then he was my lecturer for my surgical posting, I found that this is a very, I would say, next to God kind of figure. He knows everything, he's good in everything, and he's just, there's this very calmness about him. You know, when we're in hospital, things are very messed up, stress, people running up and down. So over the 3 years of clinicals, he guided us during our every surgical posting. He come to the hospital, he told us what to do and what to say. Yeah, I'm very, very lucky that I can say that I'm a student of Dr. Amajid. Did you hear what I said? When all this release, you'll know. Hello.
What are you doing here?
Chatting.
Huh?
Talking behind you.
Oh my God, you're talking behind my back.
Yes.
I hope you had nice things to say.
A lot.
Huh?
A lot.
A lot.
Yes.
Oh, nice things.
A lot.
Oh, then you can carry on.
Yeah. First of all, I really want to thank both of you from the bottom of my heart, helping me to get to this point. You both took care and looked after me like I was your own child, be it academically or otherwise. I'm not sure if you know this, but I'm actually the oldest in our batch. I'm going to be 30 in a month. Before joining QIU, I received a government scholarship to study at the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. I struggled since year one because I was never a high achiever. In every exam, I would either fail most modules or barely even pass. There were so many remedial class sessions that I had to attend. I had to repeat my third year. And after that, I failed my finals again and I wasn't allowed to repeat again. And I was kicked out. There was a dark time for me. I fell into depression and developed a bad anxiety disorder. Then I come to QIU, restarting the whole thing. At first, I couldn't fit in. I feel like a bit of an outcast because I was older than everyone and my classmate had come in from foundation. But then I met friends and I also met lecturers like you. The student-lecturer bond is very special. Never in my life did I actually think that I could be friends with lecturers. That helped me on a very personal level. Since year 3, you both guided us, protected us, and gave us countless words of motivation and positivities. All the talks we had when we bumped into each other, all those texts we exchanged, I just felt so valued. I felt someone actually cared. You always said, I'm teaching you all not just for you to pass the exam. I'm going to make great doctors out of you. I felt that it was one of the reasons that drove me to do my best. My one and only goal here was to try again, to make sure I make it this time. And after 10 years of learning medicine, including 5 years here, I've made it. I hope you know that this success means more to me than anything else. So right now, I pledge that I will continue to work hard, to strive, and make sure that I carry your name, as well as the names of all the lecturers here with pride. I aim to work for the recognition. This doctor is so good. He is a student of Dr. Amajid. He is a graduate of QIU. So once again, thank you for everything. It has been a privilege to have known you, and it has been an absolute honor to be taken under your wings. Our journey doesn't stop here because I will still continue bugging both of you. You are like parents to me, and I will always keep in touch with both of you. Thank you very much again for letting us to be part of your family. I love you both so, so much.
When he came to year 3, you see, normally I see them in the third year. I don't see them before that. I knew that he had been elsewhere for a period of time, but I didn't know the duration. When I first saw him and met him, he was rather diffident, unsure of himself to some extent. He may not quite get there, sort of thing. But it's an impression I got, that's all. He never spoke to me about it. We never talked. I actually never knew he gave that the story that he has written was ever there at the time when I first met him. I look for them in the group that keeps coming to me because we teach by groups. And every group that comes, my wife, who is over there, helps me to pick the weaker ones, the unsure ones, and I go ahead to pay attention to them. And that's a nurturing that I think is worthwhile, because otherwise you can never get everybody graduating and nobody gets left behind. My wife's role essentially is to be with me and to take charge of the little needs that they have, which are over and above that of just being a student. Many a times we buy some snacks for them, and she always has a bag full of sweets that she gives to them. She's also the one who gets them to stay in line so that they focus on their work. So between us, we are sort of a partnership, which works very well for me, although it's a lot of work for her. I was actually very happy because the year before, 3 of them failed, and that broke my heart to some extent, to see them crying and upset. So these are issues that come very important. So that's why I'm very glad that this group passed completely and thoroughly, all of them. Happy for them.